Looking at me, I'm like, okay. Huh? Look at this shirt. Look at that. Woo! All right, everybody, come in and grab a seat. I like your headphones. You're welcome. They look cute. All right. It'll be okay. Now, if you're really scared about that, you can sit in the gray chairs or you can sit out in the lobby. There's like 50 people out in the lobby, so I think next week we need to switch it and bring them in so they can freak out. Okay, I want to do this before we get started. Let's have everybody give, not quite yet. We need to appreciate how much work our staff here actually does for people. And this has nothing to do with me. I'm talking about the people that matter here. They are doing a ton of work to make everything we do happen. So let's give them a round of applause. Some of them are so busy they probably don't even know we just did that right now. But, okay, here we go. Thank you for attending the Racing for Recovery Support Group meeting. We are focused on maintaining a drug-free and healthy lifestyle. Since 2001, our open forum meeting welcomes parents, adolescents, recovering individuals, and anyone who supports our mission. Questions, comments, or ideas are welcome to make our meetings the best they can be. The Racing for Recovery Support Group meeting is a cutting-edge alternative to what is currently offered by combining substance abusers, families, friends, and the public at large. We have created an environment that is beneficial to everyone who has been affected by alcohol and drug addiction. Our meeting start time is 7 p.m. Please try to be on time. Please turn off your cell phones, and please only one person speaks at a time. And we had somebody write us in last week. They said that they couldn't hear a couple people, so when you're talking, please do it loudly because your words matter to those that are listening. We do sign proof of attendance slips. If you leave them out in the hallway, we'll sign them. You can pick them up when we're done with our discussion. The only thing that we require here is that you're honest in whatever you're saying or feeling or asking. Feel free to openly share your comments and points of view on how alcohol and drug addiction has impacted your life. This meeting is open to people of all ages and welcomes diversity, so please refrain from using excessive foul language or language that discriminates against any race, ethnicity, sexual orientation, or disability in order to maintain an atmosphere of respect and dignity for all who are present. If you see a visitor, a new member, or a returning member that you haven't seen in a while, please warmly welcome them into our program. And also, please refrain from leaving the meeting while it's in progress. And lastly, it was told to me that I think everybody has gotten the memo and nobody's smoking out in the parking lot, which is unbelievable. That's sarcasm. All right, who has our lifestyles of recovery?
Guidelines for living a lifestyle of recovery. The lifestyle of recovery guidelines are intended to be utilized by recovering individuals, their families, and anyone else who is striving to avoid substance abuse and achieve sobriety. 1. Recognizing that substance abuse ruins lives. 2. Wanting to pursue positive alternatives to substance abuse, such as our education, employment, quality relationships, and health and fitness. 3. Using resources such as friends, defining balance, and working toward making it a part of everyday life. 5. Building self-esteem and confidence through sobriety to combat negative feelings regarding oneself. 6. Understanding that negative behaviors of isolation and self-pity lead to self-destruction. 7. Lifting a person up is different than allowing them to continue their destructive lifestyles. Be there for yourself and be patient with your friends and family. 8. Learning how to help without supporting the addict's behavior. Providing assistance to the recovering individual that will improve their lives, not further their usage. 9. recognizing personal challenges and integrating them into our lifestyle as challenges to triumph over. 10, caring for our personal, emotional, physical, and spiritual individuality is the source we use for our sense of worth. Each person is truly magnificent. Our mission at Racing for Recovery is to prevent all forms of substance abuse by promoting a lifestyle of fitness and health for all those affected by addiction.
Okay, who's here for their first ever Racing for Recovery meeting tonight? Awesome. We're glad you joined us tonight. So here's what we do at all of our meetings. Everybody's going to get an opportunity to go around the room, and we want to hear your name and why you've chosen to come here tonight. It is imperative that one of the first things that we want you to learn about Racing for Recovery is that we don't view you as addicts, we view you as people. So if you want to refer to yourself as a recovering addict, that's okay, but we don't need you to say that, or we don't require you to say that. We look at people who are abusing drugs, if that's something they do or they've done, it doesn't define who they are. So again, we want to know your name and why you're here tonight and how we can help you. Joe.
My name's Joe. I come to Racing for Recovery because it's where my friends and family are. And one thing today that I'd like to share, I don't know if anyone, where you guys come from, but I was coming down Reynolds and I turned left on an airport, and there's a guy at the intersection there. I don't know how long he's been standing there, but he's got a big old sign that says, "Smile, you're amazing." So I just want to spread that dude's message because I thought it was really awesome. So if no one's told you today, smile because you're all amazing.
My name is Brandon. We're to listen, learn, and get his hand.
My name's Daryl. I'm here for a good structure and to maintain peace.
I'm Morgan, and I'm here to learn.
Charles, I'm here to listen and engage if all possible.
My name is Steven. I'm here to be inspired by others.
I'm Alexis, and I'm here to make a difference in my life.
I come here because I've learned how to value my life so much more by coming to this program.
I'm Randall. I'm here to stay positive, and I always learn something good at these meetings.
I am Wes, and I'm here for experience.
I'm Rachel. I'm here to listen and learn.
I'm Jim. I'm here to support my son Ryan, a recovering skeptic. I found that this program helps me deal on my day-to-day job when I'm actually out there trying to keep the stuff that many of you have had to deal with off the streets.
I'm Trace, here to support my son in his life of sobriety.
Hello, my name is Ryan. I'm a recovering heroin addict. I come here because 7 months ago on this day, I finally had enough of not loving myself, not loving my family. Just quite frankly, I was sick of not giving a fuck about anything. So this program, after taking myself to rehab again, I found this program. This program has helped me find meaning to life, meaning to love, and it's helped me find that spark in my life again.
Right on.
I'm Katie, and I'm here because on April 20th, I lost my brother to suicide. And I think a big part of it was because of his drug addiction. Part of it was his mental illness. So I'm here to learn and see if maybe any stories or anything can help me understand.
Hi, my name is Eric. I am a recovering addict myself, and I came here just a few times, but every time I felt very welcomed and it feels like a community, and I feel a lot of love out of here, and gain some more insight onto why we do the things that we do, and to gain some more love. So thank you.
I'm Tom, and I've been coming here a while, and every meeting inspires me to put more positivity out there in my life, and just never fails me.
I'm Mike, and I'm here to absorb and use all the good things and bad things that I hear at these meetings.
I'm Ron. I'm here to support my two sons and everyone else in the room.
My name's Sandy. I'm the mom of two recovered alcoholics and addicts. I've been coming for years. I still come to this meeting. Oh, speak up. Tell me to speak up. That's what happens after 52 years. Anyway, I just want to keep coming back to let your family members and friends of addicts and alcoholics just come back to this meeting. It's going to bring you hope, and it's going to help you get through all this crap.
Go. My name is Lisa, and I'm shy. I was unprepared, so okay. I'm here. I'm gonna say this just so that other people know it's okay to say. I've attempted suicide 4 times. The last time was 15 years ago, so we're good, we're safe. I've also struggled with depression my entire life, and for the last 35 years I have been either anorexic, bulimic, binge eater, or an alcoholic, interspersed with small periods of normalcy. And I stalked this place for 2 years simply because I knew after reading Todd's book that there was no way that a program like his could help me with only just the alcohol. I'd have to tackle all the food stuff too. And exactly 1 year and 5 months ago today, I took my last drink. I'm working on all the other stuff. It's a work in progress. And this place has helped me get the help I needed and realize I was worthy of it, to get back surgery and relieve pain. I've taken another huge step this week and done something really, really hard. And this is like a late night party for me because I keep nursing home hours, but I was actually not home and in bed today, so I knew it would be good for me to come.
My name's Kelly, and I am here to help erase the stigma from all of this. And I think the best way to do that is to put a face with the names and the people and everything that we're going through. This program has spots along the wall for people that care to be anonymous. It's your choice. But for the most part, this program is working towards erasing the stigma that is attached to what we do here and how we heal. And it's amazing.
I'm Michelle, and this is just where I need to be.
I'm Mark. I'm here to listen and learn, and I celebrated this week my 1 month of being clean.
I'm Tony, and I'm here for support, and also I am the flyer man. If anybody here that's looked on the window shield and seen the flyer, I'm the man.
This is Olivia. She's busy watching Guardians of the Galaxy. My name's Shauna, and last night was my first night that I came here. And I came here originally because I had to write a paper for my psychology class, or my drug awareness class. And I am actually an ex-wife to a heroin addict. And I broke down. Like, didn't realize like how dark of a place I was in. But it's like for the first time it felt like home. It was so, everybody was so supportive, and I got answers to questions, and I went home and I enjoyed my kids. And like today was just, it was a good day. It was a really good day. Like, I didn't feel like I had a fake smile plastered on my face all day, just kind of, you know, oh yeah. It was good, like it was real. And I thank everybody that did that for me last night, because it means the world to me. It really does. And I finished my paper today. I'm done. I'm done with school for the semester.
My name is Steve, and I come here for many reasons. Probably the main one is this is what I consider my new home. Another reason is, you know, this place has taught me to believe that I am way more than an addict with a bright future now. And I mean, just by these interviews, I can't wait for the meeting to get started. I've heard so much good stuff already, and this place gives the, you know, puts the courage in people to share stuff like I've heard so far. And I wish we had another extra hour or something. I mean, that's why I come here. This place gives everyone the courage, the hope, everything. I love seeing the change in people and myself.
Gavin. My name is Gavin. I'm here for knowledge and to remember what I'm working for.
My name's David. I come to listen, learn, and connect.
I'm Amar. I'm here to stay on the right path.
I'm Renee, and I come here because this place gave me hope when I was really wondering if my daughter would ever figure out the concept of sobriety. And as she was here and worked through it, it helped me love her even more today than I thought I could have. So, grateful for here.
I'm Virginia. I'm Diane, the mother of the blue-haired little vegan up there. I'm so proud of. If we could just get him to quit smoking now. All you guys that stand out there and smoke, I'm just telling you, I work at ENT Surgeons, and if you see, you've heard it a million times, but if you see what I see every day, coming in, the people, young kids, my son's age, getting trachs and part of their tongue removed, and you know, everything they go through, and they're always saying, you know, they didn't think it happened to them. Let's stop. Anyways, I'm proud of Jordan, and I'm here to get support for my other son who's still out there using heroin and hoping he gets help before.
My name's Ashley, and I'm here because being at Racing for Recovery is church for me. And it reminds me that the world does not revolve around me.
My name's Joe. I keep coming here because I want to continue to live the better lifestyle that I've learned was possible here. Also, I love the Facebook Live. I'm looking at the cameras, and I look huge on this.
I know.
Love it.
I'm Yvonne, Justine's mom. I didn't cry last week though, or the week before. I know I'm a little tiny piece in her puzzle, but I just hope I'm making her feel better by being here.
Okay, I'm gonna try something new. So, my name is Justine. I come here because this is a place that has shown me that I'm worth it, that I can do anything I want and be whoever I want. And with your guys' help and my new friends, I can achieve my goals. Here you go.
That was quick.
My name is Shorty. I'm here because this is where my family's at. This place taught me that this is where life happens after a battle of an addiction. It's also taught me that I'm not powerless over my addiction anymore. I am empowered over my addiction. And I plan to keep it that way, because with sobriety, it's like I said, it's anything's possible. And I'm reaping the rewards of it right now. So.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm Jenna, and I like to eat. And
Say why you're here.
Oh, and I'm here to support this team.
I'm Jessie. I am here tonight because Racing for Recovery has not only taught me how to live a balanced life, but has taught me how to truly value my life. And I really want to just publicly thank my whole family sitting here for loving me, supporting me, and having patience with me. I am celebrating a year tomorrow.
I'm JJ, and I'm here to support my sister Desi. And I'm so thankful to this program because it's been a really long time since I've had my sister. And I feel like I finally got her back, and I think that this program is a big reason why. So thank you to everyone here.
Hi, I'm Joe. I'm here to learn and support my sister Desi.
My name's Erica. I'm here to support Desi, and I'm here to learn.
Hi, I'm Carolyn. I'm Desi Lynn's mama. And for all of the parents that are in the room, it's such a struggle. We've all felt it together, and I have had the absolutely amazing experience of watching my daughter come back to us. She struggled for so many years, and most of us in the family wondered if we would ever get her back. And now we do, and I cannot wait to see where she goes from here.
Right. Very cool.
I'm Scott. I'm Desi's dad, and I'm here proudly supporting her and everyone else that's in this room tonight.
Thank you.
I'm Mark. I'm Desi's uncle, and I am so very proud of her and what she's accomplished in this past year. And I'm learning as well, I think, as a lot of other people are here. And my respect for all of you in this room, in what you're going through, in the fight you're in. I just wish you all the best of luck in that fight, and you're going to make it. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sir in the yellow.
My name's Jordan. I just recently joined the IOP. I've attended meetings before. This time around, I want to take it a little more seriously, and I want what she has. I want to be sober and stay sober.
Hi, my name is Tracy. I'm here for the experience.
I'm Jenny. I'm here to continue to grow.
I'm Pat. I'm here for the positivity that I get from Racing for Recovery, to see my friends grow in their recovery, and just for positivity.
I'm Jenny. I'm here to continue to learn and support everybody in this program.
My name is Marcus, and I'm here because I just love the energy that's in here with love and support. And this is just, I feel like I need to be here, and this is where I need to be. Racing for Recovery and all you amazing people here.
I'm Stacy, and I'm very thankful to be here.
I'm Gary, and I'm here in support of this program where I just keep seeing good stuff happening week after week.
I'm Ryan. It's my third time here, so I'm just here to listen and learn. You know, this is a new aspect of recovery for me. Keeping an open mind.
I'm Scott, and I'm here because sobriety saved my life, and I'm grateful to be sober.
I'm Andrea, and this is my second time here. I got the book a couple weeks ago, started reading it and got inspired, called. I'm going to start the IOP tomorrow, so I'm really looking forward. I found some hope.
Right on. Cool.
I'm Andrea. I'll be celebrating 6 months tomorrow.
Yeah.
Enjoy the diversity of racing.
I'm Frankie. I come here because about 95% of the people that support me are in this room right now. I'm grateful for that.
My name is Dustin. I come here to continually be inspired and to move forward with my own company.
My name
name's Nick, and I'm here for some self-improvement. Back in about 2015, I lost my father. And that was my dad, and I didn't get a chance to say goodbye to him. And it's something I've pretty much done for the past 3 years. I'm really in recovery still. But that's definitely an issue I want to address. And this is my second meeting here. My buddy Frank, brought me here to say it was something different. And I've been to places like Renewed Minds, Zeph Center, and stuff like that. And it works for people, but for me, and I came here yesterday, and I came in here, and it was just a different environment, man. Maybe this is it's something different for me. Maybe something I've been searching for, and that can really help me address some past issues that I really need to, because not dealing with my father's loss has affected other areas of my life and relationships with people. And I got a good heart, and I got a lot of potential, and I wanna see myself succeed. I wanna give myself a chance and say I at least did. I'm 33 years old, getting ready to be 34. And I got a family that loves and supports me, and I just it comes down to being a good person, and that's why we're all here. I feel like everybody in this room is looking, and it doesn't have to just be with addiction. I came here last night in the meeting; it was so different. They talked about loss and grief, and you go to them 12-step meetings, and they work for people. But for me, it just so coming here last night was really, really refreshing, and it brought me back here today. So thank you guys.
My name's Norm, and I come to Racing for Recovery to listen and pay it forward. Pass it on.
My name's Tom, and I come here to continue to learn.
Nice shirt, young man.
My name's Marcus. I come here to give me the tools to keep my life together, stay straight and narrow.
My name's Josh. I come here to stay on the right track.
My name's Tom. I come to support my sons.
My name's Steve, and I come here to stay on the right track.
My name's Dave. I'm here to support my son Steve.
I'm Brian. I'm here to support my brother Michael.
I'm Esther, and I'm here to support my son Michael.
I'm Michael, and I come here because it's teaching me a new lifestyle, and this is a big part of the lifestyle.
I'm Rick. I'm here to support this group in memory of my son Jake. Every Thursday is so emotionally touching. It helps me keep him alive by participating and supporting this program. Man, it's so awesome to see a story like Desi's today. Man, that's what it's all about. Winning that battle and seeing the whole family here together just brought tears to my eyes.
I'm Mike. I'm here to support this awesome program. Also here because I value my life today.
I'm Rachel. I started coming for my dad, and I gained him back. And I received so much from this program. And now I get to be firsthand a part of that. And I'm inspired every day by the people that walk in these doors, and I watch them put in the work. And that's what it's all about.
I'm Laura. I've been coming to Racing for Recovery since 2011 to try to learn to cope with my daughter's heroin addiction, and this program saved her life and has given me a granddaughter. And today I'm here to brush up on my tools and get support for 2 additional family members who are suffering from addiction.
My name is Rick. I don't come that often, but when I do, it's very inspiring. I'm here for support from my sister, my niece, who she just said almost lost her life twice. I'm here for support and whatever else I can help out with. You have a great program, and hope it continues for as long as you've already had it, and longer.
I'm Mark, alcoholic addict. I come because it's the only game in town as far as the traditional 12 steps, bringing family and addicts that together. That's something I need to hear. The destruction that I caused, I got to keep that in my head. That I wasn't such a nice guy out there, but this place teaches you that you don't have to live in that misery for the rest of your life. The past is the past. Move on. You can love yourself again. And other than that, really about it. I gotta thank Todd, man, you got a hell of a program here.
It's a we.
I'm Jim, and I'm here because this place helps me stay ever vigilant.
My name's Bill, and I'm here to support my son Joe. And actually, I'm here to listen and learn because every week I learn something new.
My name's Julie. I'm here to support my son Joe and to continue to learn and support everybody that's here.
Hi, my name is Dana. I am here today because I need some perspective and some balance.
I'm Gail. I walked through the doors 8 months ago, within days of losing our daughter to a heroin overdose. I was lost, and I can never say enough about how this group embraced me and took me under their wing and brought me to where I am today. And you know, I miss my daughter desperately. I love her no matter what she did, but you know, I'm here because I'm so supportive of everybody that is going through this, has gone through this, the families that are feeling the pain of whatever their kids are putting them through or what they've put them through in the past. There's hope on the other side, and it's just a good program. I can't imagine making it the last 8 months without the people in this room.
I'm Bruce. I'm here to admire, appreciate, and give support to the great people in this room. Amazing people, like Joe said. And also to listen and learn. And especially tonight, I'd like to know who's Todd Crandall's horse in the Stanley Cup.
Any Canadian team that's in it is who I want first. After that, who cares?
Hi, I'm Susan, and I'm here because I love this place, and I'm just really grateful because this program saved my brother's life.
Hi, my name's Joe. I'm here because my wife and family love me, and I finally appreciated that. And I'm recovering, and I want to learn how to not go back to my bad ways.
I'm Tammy, and I'm here to support my husband and learn.
John, I'm here because I want to stay straight, clean. I want to be a better person for myself and for other people. I want to be able to think clearly, you know, and to be healthier in all sorts of ways. And whatever I can do to, you know, to get to those places, or you know, I'm going to do it. So.
I'm Jeff, and I'm here because I 100% truly believe that there's a reason and a purpose that I'm a part of this awesome program, and I really like the way that makes me feel.
I'm Denise. I'm Jacob's mom, which is not here because he's at work, and I'm here to give and get support. And my father reminded me I have 7 years sober today.
Oh,
my name is Jay, and I'm here to support and learn.
I'm Haley, and I'm just here to listen. I'm Carrie, and I come to support my brother who had to work tonight. But this place saved his life, and I am really grateful to everyone here. But I also come because this place has helped me heal as well.
Hi, I'm Diane. I have a daughter that's a heroin addict. I have not seen her in a month. She messaged me Tuesday and asked me if she could come home. And I told her no, because unless she has a plan to get help, I can't have her come home and watch her die. So I have not heard from her since. It's extremely hard. I've put her in jail numerous times. This one really hit home really, really hard. So, if anybody knows where she's at, I would like to know, so maybe I can sit down with her and talk to her, but I can't have her come home unless she has a plan to get help. So I'm just here for support.
That was great what you said. I have one quick question. Who put her in jail?
She did.
That's right. You did. She did. You're changing with how you just spoke right there. That's good.
I'm Mel, and I told Gavin I was going to steal his stuff today, so I'm stealing what Gavin said today. I'm here to remember what I'm working for, and by standing up, I'm going to be accountable for what I say. And without the help of this program and letting me know that I'm worth it, I would never have went back to school, which I get to do now in the fall, and I just got a job yesterday.
My name's Jacob. I've been coming to Todd's program for about a year and a half probably, and just come here to get the self-respect that I believe we each deserve, and to love ourselves more. You know, love myself a lot more.
I'm Joyce, and I'm here to get help from you all to just navigate through this awful addiction. I'm just at a loss.
I'm Carrie, and I'm here to support my husband, Rob.
I'm Rob. I'm here to listen, learn. I'm looking to find a new, healthy purpose. I need to learn not to use the stress rising out of adversity as an excuse.
I'm Jordan, and I'm here because I absolutely love my life today, and if I want to keep that, I need to continue what I was doing that got me here to where I am now, and to show others that this is possible and help them get to where I'm at.
I'm Todd Crandall, and I'm just grateful to be a part of this program. There's 97 people sitting in this room, and there's probably another 50 out in the hallway. It's just awesome to watch the growth of people in here, and like I said, I'm just grateful to be a part of it. Joe.
The Answer by Donald D. Carr. Running from the misery, trying to escape the pain. As I approach the light of hope that lies before me, each step overwhelms me, every breath sears my throat. I ache, my body rebels against me, my memories torment me. Agony has become my closest companion. My demons mock me as I dangle helplessly above the abyss of alcohol and drug abuse. The voices all sound the same, criticizing, accusing, blaming me for what has happened. They don't understand. They don't care who I am. I'm a human being, full of thoughts and feelings. I'm worth saving. Just show me the way. At last, I reach the light of promise. There stands the answer. Open arms, understanding smiles, looks of trust. And so it begins, racing for recovery.
Okay, it is 7:38, so chances are we're going to go past 8 o'clock tonight for the meeting, just so you know. And there's some people that, well, let me do this. Those that are new here tonight, or those that are new that are watching, whatever you're watching around the world, as you can tell by the introductions, this program was established for everybody, and specifically having everybody go through and say why they're here. Some people might go, you know, God, why do they do the same thing every week? You know why? Because when you listen to why people are here, you know who they are. If I had to listen to 97 people go, hi, I'm an addict, I wouldn't be here. I want to know who people, why they're here. We literally could go home now. After hearing that, you're like, okay. It's important that every meeting has done that, so we're not going to change that format, just so you know. I do need to do this too on a survey thing. We're going to take a quick survey, and some of you will know why I'm asking you this, and some of you won't. We're planning our next business move, and so I'd like to take a quick survey, and for those of you that are receiving MAT, medically assisted treatment, which means you're on Suboxone, methadone, Vivitrol, anything like that, if Racing for Recovery was providing that service, how many people would come here to get it if you could? Can you raise your hand? All right. Put your hands down. If, let's say hypothetically, Racing for Recovery was able to offer housing and you were in need of housing, how many people would come to Racing for Recovery for housing? Okay. Good deal. How many people know what I'm talking about with that? Just, okay. All right. So let's do this for a topic tonight. I got to keep my emotions together. First of all, Katie, what was your brother's name?
Ian?
Ian. So I'm sorry.
No, thank you. It's still just really fresh. It doesn't even feel real.
That I understand. Okay. Man, I got to get my shit together. The reason. Okay, we're gonna turn this into good. So, this whole program, I don't know if you. This whole program is based on the suicide of my mom, which was 48 years ago. Still kind of bothers me a little bit. I think I have a. Maybe I need to see a counselor myself. Or talk to myself. Right. All kidding aside, when you said it's still so fresh, obviously those wounds really don't fully heal. But, and I don't mean this to sound twisted, I'm glad she did it because look what she did that's put us here. And I'll take that. So, the point of me, God, I bet you there's some people that are freaking out what I just said. But let me explain that. This is the whole thing, and it's related to Nick or anybody who's suffering from emotional trauma. I think it was Andrea that was talking about reading our book. If you read this book, there's more than one way to get to Cleveland. You'll know what I'm talking about. Most of us that are in here because of trauma like that. The beauty of it is you can overcome said trauma and not do any form of self-destruction, whether it's food, sex, cutting, gambling, shopping, drinking, snorting, shooting. It does not matter. You can survive it. So we don't have to have someone, unfortunately, like your brother or my mom or whoever else is out there. You don't have to go under. You just don't. So let's have how about we have a conversation about this? How do you take hurt and self-destructive behavior and turn it into a new focus of kick-ass living? Because that's what this program is based on. And is it easy? No. I mean, I think the reason I still struggle with that whole thing is because there's a part of me that still wants to fight it and push it away and know it didn't bother me and I'm okay. And I'm not, and that's all right. Because other people, other people feel that. So I know what that means for people in our program, but as you can see from 1 year, 6 months, 7 months, you know, you can get it sorted and live. So let's talk about how you take that pain and turn it into living, and then how good it feels to give it back.
For me, it was doing exactly what Jordan said he wanted to do when he introduced himself. He said, I want what she's got. When I first came into this program, I did the exact same thing. I saw people that had what I wanted, and I learned here by coming and listening and continuing to come. I learned how they got it, and I learned that I had to put in the work to get it. It's free and available to everyone, but you have to show up to get it. We don't mail it to you. You got to be here. And as I've grown in my own sobriety, I feel that I've kind of been a person, hopefully, that's been able to turn around and give that back to some of the people that are here with us tonight.
Absolutely. Shorty, you're up.
Yeah, I'm like Kelly and Jordan, you know, I feel the same way.
that, you know, once I got here, I knew I had work to do, you know, and once I started getting into the work and figuring out what my trauma was, I was able to focus on my active addiction. And one thing that my lifestyle of recovery has taught me here at Racing for Recovery is that if I take the same amount of energy that I put into my active addiction and put it into my sobriety and working hard at that, then I'm going to be good. You know, like I tell a lot of people, you know, I haven't just won the battle, I've won the war now. You know, I never have to use drugs and alcohol ever again, and I vow that every morning when I wake up. I use it, you know. I was in this place for a long time during my first 3 months. I was in IOP, and I did one-on-ones, and I did the things that you're supposed to do to try to live a better life. And I grabbed onto the natural and the holistic and the eating and the exercise. And I would not be where I'm at today if it wasn't for this place right here. That's a guarantee. Because the old shorty, back using, back drinking, back doing whatever I wanted to do, it's a crapshoot, all bets are off. That's a given. That's an absolute given that I know in my life. That's just not an alternative anymore. There is no alternative. The alternative for me now is that now that I'm out in the workforce, I've got my own place and I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, I got to remember to take my tools with me, keep my tools clean, and remember who helped to get me here. That's why I give back. That's why I do the 5 and 10K walks on the weekends to help out, you know, or sometimes I'll fold sweatshirts on a rainy day for Rachel or something like that, you know, because I'm giving back to my house. I need to give back to my house because they gave to me. And if it wasn't for these guys giving to me, I wouldn't have 4 months because I never would have lasted in the other traditional programs that are out there now. So my thanks, I want to, like Todd, I want to say thank you to all, him too, even though he won't take it. Everybody, Rachel, Dano, Todd Beaver, AJ, Matt, Steven. If it wasn't for these people helping me out, I'd still be out there in the world. And it'd be a pretty sad life. Thanks.
Rachel.
So you said, how did you take trauma? You said, how did you take trauma and spin it? Well, I guess I'm still learning that because I didn't talk to my dad for years. He's an alcoholic. I almost lost him my senior year of high school. I didn't talk to him 3 years before that, and it was just sprung on me that he was dying. Well, he didn't die. He's doing well now. But I guess I'm still recovering because he just won't get the help that he needs. So, but this place has actually opened my eyes that, you know, he can get that help. And I'm hoping he's watching this video today because he didn't want to come with me. So, just know that sometimes it does get better. These people will help you.
Good job for speaking. Joe.
When it comes to the trauma, I plan on addressing a lot more of it in my one-on-ones and working through it professionally, I guess you could say. What I'm doing in my personal time is at home. Sometimes I get pretty choked up about it, so I started a journal. I write a lot of the things down that's happened that I would like to say to, as Todd said, said person, or whatever the situation is, my true raw emotions about it. And a lot of the times I don't know if it's because I feel vulnerable or what it is, but I get pissed and I tear them up, the pages that I wrote down, and I flush them, and for some reason that makes me feel better, like that's past, you know, in a sense. And also Soulcore, I'm a huge advocate of that. I love it. Every Thursday I do it that I can. And a lot of the stuff that's troubling me, I work through in that room in Soulcore. And There's a time, we can pray. You don't have to pray out loud, and I never do. But in my head, I'm praying about the things I need help with, and for everyone that comes to these meetings, and not only the people in the meetings, but our families, because that's the real topics. That's what matters. So I think for me, that's enough right now.
That's good stuff. Lisa, go ahead.
Sorry, I got choked up. Like I said, I stalked this place. By that, I mean I read that darn Cleveland book twice. I checked out the website. I was scared to meet this Todd Crandall guy. I thought, this guy is going to see right through my bullshit immediately. And I don't want to get too much into this, but I started starving myself back in 1983, and it was a solution. It served me in so many ways and continued to for 35 years as it morphed. These food issues were like my best friend. I didn't want to give them up. I'm still dealing with ambivalence. And there was no way I was going to get help with alcohol unless I got help here. I mean, unless I dealt with that bullshit as well. And furthermore, I didn't acknowledge I had an alcohol problem, but my therapist encouraged me to come, and finally, so I did. I walked in the doors terrified, and it wasn't that Todd Crandall guy at all. It was this chick right here who was blending into the green wall behind her. And it was a Thursday night, and she was running it. And I said, I want what she has. There's so much about Kelly's story that I could relate to, the longevity of it, our ages, the feelings of, I don't know why I'm even like this. She gave me hope. She made it seem doable. And well, a year and a half later, I don't know, almost 2 years, I'm dealing with it. I'm just dealing with it, and the trauma that gave me what, I'm actually grateful for the eating disorders because they brought me to, eventually to where I am now. Everything that happens to us brings us to where we are now, and that trauma was turned into being here at Racing for Recovery, where I got self-respect slowly. I'm still working on it. First thing I did to get it was to put down the box of wine, because it gave me one less thing to disrespect myself over and to feel bad about. And I was grateful for any one little thing. And that led to being in less pain physically, because I was worth getting the help the surgery required. It was really complex and involved a lot of people. I could write a book on that. It led to a decision I've made this week that's going to lead to other things that are better in my life. And when things finally get better, I'm going to be able to give back in a way that's more than just talking in a meeting. Maybe, I don't know how, but, and it takes a really long time. I've learned to be patient. That's never a bad thing to have. I've learned to be patient with people. I've learned to be patient with my body as it ages and recovers. You turn anything into anything you want it to be if you're not destroying yourself.
Marcus.
Yeah, I've been dealing with issues for a long, long time. I entered my first program in 1987, and nothing's worked. As I got older, I kept getting darker. And I get older, and I got darker. it was to the point I just felt like I deserved the pain that I was putting myself through. I deserved it. That's all I did was show pain, and I deserved to get it back. And when I started coming in here, it's like that's not the feeling here. You know, I see parents trying to understand, and I can see the pain that I was putting my parents through, and nobody's arguing, nobody's yelling. And it's just like, maybe I don't deserve to put myself through this pain year after year after year after year. When is enough is enough? And I think I found that here. Enough is enough. You know, and I want to be able to live. You know, some of the other programs I've been through, it's just like, I have negative feelings sometimes. Before I even get there sometimes, I'm already shut down. And never once have I shut down in here or felt a negative vibe at any time in here. And, you know, as I said before, the parents that come here to support us, who has already lost children, that is just so powerful to me. And those parents are so strong. Because I know something like that, I'd probably be so angry at the addictions. I'd be, you know, and I wouldn't have the strength, you know, to come here and support addicts that they don't even know. And that was just so powerful to me. And, you know, I still got a long way to go, but every single day it is dissipating, you know. I want to live today. I don't want to keep punishing myself. I think I've done it long enough.
Mel, go ahead.
I just, we were talking about the question, like what the traumas and the negative stuff to make it positive, and I just think for me, I know the emotional traumas that I had in my family and with my parents and family members, and to again remember what I'm working for. I don't want to cause that on my daughter. My daughter deserves better. She deserves a better mom. And generationally, I want it to stop with me, and it doesn't have to go to my daughter. And someday I can be a good grandma, and I can, you know, and my daughter, even though she's a teenager, she doesn't have to remember the way that things were forever. So that's how I am trying to make positive out of my emotional traumas, is knowing that it can stop with me, and I don't have to make her bear my burdens or bear my sins. And it's taken a long time. Being in these rooms, it's taken a long time to get that through to myself. And I've been working on it, and with that, I'm not where I want to be, but I'm sure as heck a lot further along than being where I used to be.
Charles.
Yeah. I come here on Thursday when I'm in Toledo. I mean, this place more so than others because I truly get it. I understand the concept of everyone that's affected by the drugs come together, openly discuss it, not try to sugarcoat anything because this thing's not going to go away. We're in the midst of what's called a supply and a demand. Being in law enforcement, man, don't feel bad that you're not able to do it all you can do. I've been in your shoes and might be right now still. So these rooms are the solution. Turn to each other, been open and honest. Sometimes after the meeting, I stand out there by the door and I just observe. I'm like a sponge. I got to take things in order to squeeze something out. That's for real. You know, this family here, I would be pulling their coattails when this is over with, asking them how they did what they did as a family unit. This makes it, this is a good thing right here. If you let them leave this door and don't say nothing to them, then you're losing now. You know, it's to be commended. You know, this is not, nothing's going to go away. Like I say, been in law enforcement and realizing how big this problem is, and this is the solution. One hand helping the other hand, helping the other hand. And not just right here in these rooms. I behoove you. Approach somebody. Get to know somebody in here. Because if not, your loved ones out there will easily go the other way. You know, I'm not a Bible thumper or a holy roller, by no means. I believe in me some God, you know. And by His grace and His mercy, he allows this. It had to be the tragedy of someone taking a life to encourage someone else to step out and make something that's going to save a lot of lives. You can take that to the bank. Please let me share.
That's why I come here. I want to, before Ashley goes and a couple other people, one thing, I love using some humor on a serious subject, so I'm going to give you some. A lot of people, even Mark, when you said, my program or whatever, last week's meeting was based on, last week's meeting and the goodness that you just told me before we started tonight, how many people had helped over in Sandusky. That was because of you. That wasn't, I didn't come up with that topic. You came to me and said, hey, I have some people back over here that need some answers to some questions. So everything that is happening in Sandusky is because of you. You got that opportunity because of what a lot of other people have done to put this together to enable you to have a seat. That's God. I have some couple of days without using drugs, but the people that I've had the privilege of helping, you guys are going to be so further ahead than where I was. I struggled because I was by myself. There was nobody out there who was doing what was in my soul, and I was too ashamed and hated myself too much to ask for that help. I remember a couple years ago, going through some struggles with a lot of it with trying to develop our program, and I was at my dad's and was kind of breaking down, and my dad started crying, and he said, he goes, I'm sorry we didn't get you help that you needed. And I was like, oh my God, there it is again. It's a parent taking on the burden of what I was choosing to do. And I told my dad, through some tears, I go, this has nothing to do with you. And then I asked him, I go, excuse my language, I go, but you knew I was fucked up, right? And he goes, oh God, yes. and we laughed, as our family does. But the desperation, my dad lost his wife to this. He lost his brother-in-law to this. He lost his sister-in-law to suicide. And he was watching his kid do the same thing. I can't imagine what that's like, what you're going through, what you guys are going through. But through a tragedy, I don't even know if it's a tragedy, whatever, it happened. But as Charles said, you can turn that into something of greatness. And the point that I'm talking about is everybody, you can hear it in people. People are hurting. Ask for help. It took me years of going through this, just struggling on my own and white knuckling it or whatever. That sucked. You don't have to do that. As much as I'm trying to help people with, achieving some of the good things that come in sobriety, one of the main things I want to help people with is avoid a lot of the hardship that I had to endure that you don't have to. You just don't. And that's well over a decade of being sober that I was still lost. And I'm not embarrassed to say that. I'm actually proud of it because I made it. I made it first because of my own commitment to myself of I'm not going to use drugs anymore. And then by the grace of God, that drive continued and I was able to collect some awesome support along the way. And that's what it takes. But just ask for help. You can hear it in what people say why they're here. If they're not coming up to you, go up to them afterwards. Get out of yourself and go up to somebody else and go, man, I heard you talking about losing your dad. Do you want to talk about it? Or I'm sorry your brother just took his own life. That lady needs some freaking help. If you don't go up and talk to her afterwards, you kind of ought to be ashamed of yourself. And I don't mean that to be disrespectful. I mean it to be like, man, let's do what we're sitting in here doing. Give it back, whatever you can. You may be saving somebody's life that you'll never even know. You know what I'm saying? The success stories that are in here, I'm surrounded by them every day, are all because of what somebody else is doing to give back from what they've been receiving in this program. That's a great thing. And I love saying this. It doesn't cost anything, man. This is free. So use it. As Charles said, use this. Go ahead.
A little over a year ago, my uncle died of liver failure because of a lifetime of abusing drugs and alcohol. And my entire life, I watched him struggle and search and just feel so empty. And he lived with us for a while, and he overdosed when he was in our house. And after he died last year, it really made me think, and I think now, today, the best way I can honor him is to live the way that I know that he wanted to live, and have the fulfillment in life that I know that he was really searching for. He just didn't know how to get it.
Gail.
The first time we knew Lauren was using drugs, she had overdosed on my birthday. And the next 2 years were just utter chaos. And for a long time, during those 2 years, you know, we tried to, you know, deal with it ourselves, trying to figure out what we needed to do. Didn't know how to ask for help or who to ask for help. And then she went to detox and then, you know, to jail. And at that point, it's like, I started telling people what was really going on. And not only did it help me get through the pain of it all, but it also opened up lines of communication that when these people that I'm talking to and their young children are exposed to this and are faced with difficult things, that, you know, it doesn't always happen to somebody else. It happens at home, and it happens to your loved ones. And you know, that's my way to honor her, is to talk about it. And Lauren was all about helping other people and the less fortunate and not passing judgment. Everybody had something good in them. And, you know, when she left jail, all the clothes that she had to wear there with specific colors, she gave to everybody there because they didn't have family members that would bring them clothes. And that's the kind of kid she was. And that's how I'm honoring her, by keeping her soul alive and her caring aspect of life and people alive. And so that's how I deal with pain. It's like just making sure other people know that it happens, and it's not just the drugs of Toledo that are using drugs. It's all over, and, you know, I want to give a face to it, and the face is my daughter. So.
Mike, and then Katie, you're going to have our last comment, so make it good. Go ahead, Mike.
All right, once again, I'm Mike, and I get so much encouragement from everything that I hear from everybody here. I suffered actively in addiction a long time, and I'm closely associated with this program. I give my thanks for everybody that's taken me under their wing, gave me a lot of support, and I do appreciate that, not only for myself. I have to stay so determined, because not only myself, I've got a son that is actually in addiction. Okay. I've done some things with him that I'm not proud of, I don't have to elaborate on, but I'd like to be able to say what these two have. They've been coming here for 15 years with 2 sons that are good now. And I hope in 15 years I stay clean here. Well, like a sense of humor. I'm getting surgery done that I probably wouldn't have got done without this program. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to tell the surgeon to sew my ass up so I can't stick my head up there.
Oh my God, man. Go ahead, Katie, you can follow that.
I was listening to people say how they're mad, and I can understand that, because I am mad at him. I'm mad that he didn't have the courage, like everyone here who's fighting their addiction, which I just want to tell you guys, I'm so proud of you. And keep fighting it, because my brother never gave us the opportunity to be here and support him and fight it with him. He let it overtake him. And then he took himself from us. And he just had so much to give. So just know that your family loves you and supports you, and everyone here supports you. We're proud of you.
Well said. Before we do our closing poem, a couple things. Where's Mike? Mike Ward, will be on 105 Monday morning at 7:40. Also, too, tomorrow at noon, we have our Sobriety Rock Success Story show with Jessica Tuttle, and this is going to be awesome, so tune into that. And the only thing that we as a program ask, please promote this. Promote this live stream, our books, our counseling services, everything we do. Please just promote it so other people can have the opportunity to come on in here and get what you guys are getting as well, okay? Thanks for coming, and who has our closing poem?
I got it.
Go ahead, Mike.
Before I read it, I wanted to say thank you to Kelly for the rock. And also, like with Mike, not only did I beat addiction, but being that I was coming here, I was able to beat the cancer. And by me coming here, it gave me the strength to actually go get it done, get the procedure done. So I also want to say thank you to everybody that supported me through that too. So, autobiography in 5 short chapters by Portia Nelson. I walk down the street, there's a deep hole in the sidewalk. I fall in. I am lost, I am hopeless. It isn't my fault, it takes forever to find a way out. I walk down the same street, there's a deep hole in the sidewalk, I pretend I don't see it. I've fallen again. I can't believe I'm in the same place, but it isn't my fault. It takes a long time to get out. I walk down the same street, there's a deep hole in the sidewalk, I see it is there, I still fall in, it's a habit. My eyes are open, I know where I am, it is my fault. I get out immediately. I walk down the same street, there's a deep hole in the sidewalk, I walk around it, I walk down another street.
Thanks for coming, everybody.